What's up, guys? It's Mr. Bates here with our Khan Academy assignment, Equation Practice with Angles. So this looks familiar. We've seen this before. When we talked about angle relationships, we talked about how we have two parallel lines. This symbol right here indicates, and this symbol indicates that those lines are parallel. And if two lines are parallel, then we have some types of angles. I can figure out which ones are going to be equal and which ones aren't. So stay with me here for a second. Remember that whenever you have parallel lines and you're crossed by this other line, we call that a transversal. The fancy word, transversal. And this line means that it's going to cut our parallel lines, and it creates four angles. We have four top angles and we have four bottom angles. And we talked about how each of those is either going to be equal to one another or they're going to add up to 180. So we know that opposite angles, or we call them vertical angles, are congruent or equal. So A is down here and A is also up here. We also talked about corresponding angles. So A is in the bottom. I'm going to say this is kind of like the A, this top A with the pink one or purple one is on the top right of this section. And this one is on the bottom left. So the bottom left of this section is going to be the same. So we're going to have another angle A down here as well. And then you can see that the opposite. So this one says angle B, but really, if opposite angles are true, then this is also angle A. So angle B is the same as angle A because opposite angles are congruent. And so therefore, what we're going to do then is now that we know this piece of information, we can go ahead and solve this equation. I'm just going to put these two equal to each other. Angle B is equal to angle A. I'm actually going to reverse it and start with angle A first. So I like to go left to right. 6x plus 5 is going to be equal to 4x plus 45. And again, we're solving equations now. We've done it enough times to where I feel like I can go ahead and just start doing this without writing down all the steps. Draw my line down the equals. I'm going to take away 4x to get the variable to one side. This becomes 0, and I'm just left with 45. And this becomes 2x plus 5. Now again, you might not need to write GMA now. I always undo the adding or subtracting first. So I'm going to undo the plus 5 with minus 5 on both sides. So 2x is equal to 40. Ooh, let's change that. There we go. And then lastly, if I divide both sides by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2, I get x is equal to 20. Now, that might not be my final answer. Oh, yep, look, here it is right here. Here's the question that we need to answer. So I know that x is equal to this, but it says solve for x and then find the measure of angle A. Okay, I got to find the measure of angle A, which means I'm going to plug it back in. So angle A is equal to 6 side by side, which means multiply 6 side by side with 20, then plus 5 after that. So 6 times 20 is 120, plus 5 is going to be 125 degrees. So the measurement of angle A is equal to this. All right. And oh, now I forgot I got a smiley face now. Smiley face. Okay. So 125. Now hold your breath, make sure it's right. Nailed it. All right. And that's pretty much what you're going to see for this type of problem. So the hardest part with this is figuring out if it's going to be equal. Like here we saw it's going to be equal to, or maybe it's going to give me one here where it's going to be, this one's also going to be equal to. Just because I've seen these so many times, I can tell right from the beginning. So this is going to be angle A, which means corresponding. Corresponding means that if this is the bottom left is A, then the bottom left over here is also A. So we have another one where angle A is equal to angle B, and you can set them up. I'm just going to type in a random answer because I want to show you the other type of problem. Now, that's going to be equal to, come on, give me that last problem here. Come on. Perfect. Okay, this is one. So this is going to be one of those ones where they add up to 180, and let me show you how we get that. So angle A, if we talk about opposite angles being congruent, this one is also going to be an angle A because it's opposite of it. And then angle A here, this one is in the bottom left. So the bottom left, ooh, that's a weird looking F and T here. Let's try that one more time. F, T. Ooh, that was weird. Okay, and then so the bottom left over here would also be angle A. So notice how right now I have angle A and connected with angle B, that's going to make a straight line. So angle A the measurement of angle A plus the measurement of angle B is going to equal a straight line, which is 180 degrees. So the other option, so sometimes they were going to be equal to one another, and you set A is equal to B, or you have to add them up and make 180. So, but you need to first get those angles to be like right next to each other to be able to tell what that is. Okay, so let's add them up here. So angle A is 8x plus 74, and angle B is 2x plus 56, and that equals 180 degrees. I don't need to put my degree symbols here because now that I mean, first of all, I've got it all the way down here at the bottom for the degrees. I just need to find out what x equals. So combine like terms, 8x and 2x. Oh, I forgot to put my plus here, plus in between. 8x and 2x is going to be equal to 10x. And 74 plus 56, remember you have your iReady calculator that you can look at if it makes you feel better, or you can add them up. Let's see, 6 plus 74 is 80. 80 plus 50 is 130. Okay, so that's not too bad. This one looks nice. I like all the zeros in there. It's going to make our mental math a little bit easier. The variable is already on one side, so now I undo what's happening, which is I undo the plus 130 with a minus 130 on both sides of the equals. So this is 10x, and that's equal to 50. And here, again, some of you guys might be able to say, Mr. Bates, I already know x equals 5. And I'm like, okay, cool, but just remember to show the dividing by 10 on both sides. All right, and that's it. Box it and smiley. Okay, oh, forgot, not smiley face yet. We got to find the measurement of angle B. Find the measurement of angle B. So let's plug it in. So B, it says 2 times, this is going to be 2 times 5. Some of you guys, again, like I said, could do it mentally. 2 times 5 plus 56 is going to be equal to 10 plus 56, which is equal to 66 degrees. Hold your breath, check it. Perfect. All right, here we go. All right, guys, like I said, if you have any questions, please make sure to come to office hours or type into the chat or share your screen at the appropriate time. Have a great day, guys.